No tulips blooming in your garden? No worries, bring the blooms inside. And as we're about to learn from a local design expert, to make the flowers look extra special, pay special attention to the vessel you put it in. So you forgot to plant the bulbs last fall. Don't worry, you can still have a bit of springtime inside. We're with Jenny from Jenny Elizabeth Designs, and she has created some great things for us to learn from today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so how did you make that look so designery?
Oh, thank you. Well, a lot of this was just terracotta pots that I already had that I spray painted. Usually you can find those in rubbish sales for 50 cents.
Or even less sometimes.
Sometimes people just want to throw them away.
Yeah. So you just use paint?
I just use spray paint. I did a primer on them, clean them up really good first, and then just painted them out in the backyard. Some of these are just pieces I've had through the years that I liked, that I put together. And then going with a monochromatic theme here, where we're doing varying shades of one color group. Some people might be hesitant, they might think it's a little boring, but what you end up doing in the long run is creating a more impactful display, because you're just really giving a great jump start to
My eye was just drawn right to it.
Thank you.
Looks like it's out of a magazine. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
All right, so speaking of monochromatic, Jenny has set up different colors for us to look at. Here, of course, is yellow.
Here is yellow. You know, daffodils are great. Sometimes you can get them with this little bit of orange in the middle. Tulips as well. It's just like picking a shirt to match the pants. It's pretty simple. And then we've added some, not necessarily Spanish moss, but just like a simple craft store moss over the top of it. It's decorative. It starts to pick up a little that yellow hue, and again, it just emphasizes that whole monochromatic theme that we're going for.
And you're finding these flowering bulbs at stores all over?
Be good to your local florist. You can find them there. You can find them in the grocery store. You can force them if you're feeling the need to do that, but why make it any more difficult than it has to be?
Make it easy.
Yes.
I love this. Not necessarily monochromatic, but still you using all one color flower.
And these are my favorite flowers. These are ranunculus. They're very similar to a poppy or an anemone. Very hardy blooms. They're going to last for a while, and they just have such a great pigment to them. And what we did here is we grabbed some galvanized metal pots. These are actually left over from my wedding that I've just kept around. And then kind of like a good pair of jeans. This is my pummel horse. I've used this with just about everything. This is just a galvanized tin that we've put some grasses in here. It just adds a little more of a neutral spruce to it.
Shop your basement, shop your friends' basements, and find some pots or containers to put things in. And let's end here with the bluish purple group.
Again, these were a lot of terracotta pots that I spray painted. Had a fabulous runner as my inspiration. And then this is easy. There's a lot of these grape hyacinth, smaller flowers, crocuses, tulips again coming out. And then to add to that monochromatic theme and sort of continue with that color burst, you could add some of your favorite pieces of colored glass, a blue bottle, one of my favorite little vases, and it just adds more and more to it.
Oh, I'm so inspired. Jenny, thank you so much.
You are welcome.